Hello, class. It's Dr. Janie. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, and I wanted to talk a little bit about rational and intuitive decision making. And I'm doing it in the framework of the Myers-Briggs temperament inventory, or type inventory. I am a Myers-Briggs certified instructor, so I can use this material. Um, Even though it is copyrighted, I can use it because I'm certified to use it. So I want to talk about it. If you've taken the Myers-Briggs, the third letter in your Myers-Briggs is going to be a T or an F. And if you haven't taken it, this might help you understand. One thing to understand with any of these assessments, like the one you guys took, the self-assessment, and the Myers-Briggs, is the two these are two ends of a spectrum. You're not an either or, because if you were either or, you would be not a full person. We have both intuitive and rational decision making, and we have a lot of it going on at the same time. We tend to think of it when we talk about decision making. Oh, I make decisions this way. Decision making is often very circular and very skewed, almost like a spirograph, but not quite as neat. It's chaotic in a way because you've got all these thoughts in your head and they're bouncing around like a pinball, and you're trying to figure things out, and sometimes you just got to sort it out. So I wanted to share this with you guys to talk about thinking or feeling. Let me get the slideshow going. I can fix slideshow. Slideshow from the current slide. Okay, so we're talking about thinking or feeling, the way we make decisions. People who prefer thinking, and this is your rational decision making, make their decisions based on impersonal or objective logic. People who prefer feeling make theirs based on personal priorities and relationships. And again, you see, both processes are rational, and we use both, but usually not with equal ease. It's what we're most comfortable with. And a lot of this is situational. You might use rational decision making in one arena and intuitive in another arena, situational. So a thinking person steps back from the situation, taking an objective view, where the feeling person steps into the situation, taking an empathetic view. So people prefer thinking, step back, they analyze, they use cause and effect reasoning. If I do this, then this. They solve problems with logic. People who are feeling step in, empathize, are guided by personal and group values, and assess the impacts of decisions on people. It does not mean that people who are feeling are not logical, and people who are thinking are not feeling. It's what we're most comfortable with. It's how our brain operates. And a lot of this also has to do with our preferred way of taking in information, whether we're introvert or extrovert. And it doesn't mean introverted, not friendly and shy, and extroverted, loud and boisterous. It's how you take in information. People who prefer thinking strive for an objective standard of truth. They're considered reasonable, they can be tough-minded, and they're fair. They want everyone to be treated equally. People who are feeling strive for harmony and positive interactions, are compassionate, may appear tender-hearted, but they want people to be treated as an individual. So when you look at the keywords associated with the thinking and feeling, and again, the rational and the intuitive, head or heart, detached or personal, things or people, objective or subjective, critique and praise, analyze or understand, firm but fair, or merciful. So we have a preference. We use both. We don't use them with equal ease, and most of us have a preference one for the other. And that's what you're talking about in your discussion questions today. So I hope this helps you understand a little bit more. If you're interested in learning more about the Myers-Briggs, there's some great books out there. One of the easiest books to understand and learn more about it is called Please Understand Me. And it talks about how our preferences help us work with other people. There are some others that are more psychologically based, and I don't necessarily recommend them as highly as I would Please Understand Me, but there are tests online that you could take for the Myers-Briggs, kind of fake tests, because they're not actual Myers-Briggs. A Myers-Briggs test, if I were to give it to you, would cost $28. But they're out there and they're available, and it'll help you understand more about yourself and more about others, especially if you're in self-quarantine and you're wondering why everybody is driving you nuts at about this point. You'll find out it's because your styles are either way the same or very different. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off for now. I just want to do a touch base with you. I hope you're all doing well. If you need anything, please let me know. and I will be talking to you. Bye.